guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. Today's unboxing is the Cult Beauty, the Travel Essentials Edit. Yeah, that's what it's called. Honestly, my memory from like the second before I read something to actually saying it out loud. Yeah. Anyway, today we are gonna unbag the whole thing because it's not a box. This one cost me £45. It's worth over £195. And if you were following me on Instagram, YouTube with the notifications turned on, you should have got the notification when I posted about this. It actually hung around for a few days before it sold out, which kind of surprised me. I thought it was going to sell out sooner. So yeah, worth £195, savings of over 75%. We're going to unbag the whole thing now. So this bit here is just quite simply a little kind of slip cardboard thing. And incidentally, I unboxed this last year, so similar time last year I think as well, so if you want to see what was in last year's edit, I'll put a card somewhere up here and you can compare and contrast. Now I can't particularly remember what was in the last edit, but it was the same bag but in black. So this one is in blue and it's like a kind of vegan leather. You can buy the bag separately if you're looking at this and thinking this is a good travel companion, which I basically really think it is. So it's called the Travel Organizer. This is in cobalt blue. I'm not sure if it's still available in the original black, but it says stay locked and loaded on the go with all your favourite beauty in the Travel Organizer bag. Sleek and debossed with the Cult Beauty logo, this fold-out bag is compact enough to sit snug in your suitcase and comfortably in your carry-on. So on this side, it's just plain and it's done in that kind of pebbled blue leather. Well, vegan leather, and then it says Cult Beauty on the little tag, and then if you unzip it, obviously it's got a handle on top as well, which is good, but when you unzip it all, it opens up like this. So I will just pop everything out. We're obviously going to look at the products themselves because that's one of the most important parts, but I want to show you what the bag looks like because I have actually travelled with the black version of this bag a number of times because, like I said, I got it last year and I keep reaching for the bag because I just think it's really handy for, well, for travel. So when you get inside, it's all lined in that kind of white, cleanish material. I mean, ideally don't spill something, but it's good if you do. It's got a little label somewhere there that says Cult Beauty in it, and then it's got like pockets here. So you've got one pocket, two pocket, quite small pockets, three pockets, four pockets, and then on this side, I think the pockets are, yeah, like two kind of bigger pockets, but only two of them. There is also a little space in the middle here that you can unzip for other bits and pieces. So how I used this the last time I was actually on like a night away, is I had one side for all my skincare and like sort of shampoos, body wash, that type of stuff, like minis obviously, tucked away in the pockets, and then everything else in this big bit here, and then I had all my makeup in another side and again tucked away in the pockets. So I could kind of divide and see quickly what I needed to get, and then in the middle I usually keep like medication and things like cotton buds, cotton pads, stuff like that. So then basically when you are finished, you just zip it all back up, which is actually easier to do when there's stuff in it and you're not trying to do it in the middle of the air. Definitely put this on a surface to zip it up. But then you've just got your little handle and it kind of goes compactish again and you can throw it in your bag. So it is very, very handy. So the bag itself is actually very good. So I can recommend that as a travel bag if you're interested in like looking for one. So the first item in here is a full size from Lano Lips. It's what I'm wearing on my lips right now. It's a tinted lip balm, SPF 30. It is 12.5 gram or 0.44 fluid ounce, and it is in the shade Rhubarb. Brightens your natural lip colour. It's tinted basically. This is what the packaging looks like. Nothing too exciting. I do like Lano Lips because I think it really works as a lip balm, really moisturises the lips. I love a good tinted balm and I love a good balm with SPF in because obviously we should be wearing SPF on our faces, but we often neglect our lips and things. So I'll just give you a little swatch of it as well. So that's what it looks like on my hand. It's got, sorry, the applicator's dirty now because I've just taken the product out of it, but it's got one of those applicators where it just, you squeeze it out and you can put it straight on your lips. And I said a million times before, I love the fact that you can do that and then it doesn't like go all over your hands. So if you have a lip balm and it's in like a tub, you put your finger in and then you've got it on your finger and then you've got to wipe your finger, and I know first world problems. But yeah, this is Rhubarb. It's also got a kind of fruity scent to it. So this retails for £8.99, which is a pretty good price point for a full-size tinted lip balm, because some of them can be quite a bit more than that. It says part balm, part gloss. This multitasking formula enhances your natural lip colour while also deeply hydrating and nourishing parched skin. Or lips, I guess. So it is moisturising. I personally really like this particular colour, but there are, I think, about 4 in the range, not a massive shade range, but for something super easy just to kind of throw on in the summer, have a little bit of colour, but more importantly have the SPF protection, it's great for that. So let's get into the rest of the unboxing. The first product here I don't like. So I think it's really important to be honest in these videos. If I've tried something I don't like it, I'm going to tell you and I'm going to tell you why. And this is the Medicate Surface Radiance Cleanse Resurfacing AHA BHA Cleansing Gel. Now, maybe I'm alone in this opinion because this product actually does get decent reviews, but my skin did not like this. First of all, let me just tell you what the brand says about this. It's described as a radiance-boosting, citrus-scented gel cleanser that transforms into a light foam upon contact with water for a thorough and luxurious cleanse. There's also a suggestion it's hydrating. So for me, yes, it was citrus-scented, yes, it did foam. It wasn't luxurious. It just seemed to like dry out and strip my skin. It was a horrible experience. I actually tried it on a few different occasions because I thought to myself, well, people are raving about it, it must be good. Clearly it's not always. It just really didn't agree with my skin. Now, my skin can tolerate AHAs, BHAs and all the rest of it at quite high levels without any issues, so it's not that. There was just clearly something going on in here that was irritating me and I don't know what it was. But you do get it in a 40ml or 1.3 fluid ounce size, and this does retail for £10. So this is actually a travel size product, so if you like the cleanser, well then that's good, isn't it? But yeah, not really one for me. Next, from Biossance, we've got the Squalane and Hyaluronic Toning Mist. The mist that tones, hydrates and balances the skin. Now, this is described in Cult Beauty's listing as being a travel size 30ml. I can't find this for sale anywhere, so we'll take the word for that. But basically a full size would be 75ml for £25, so price per ml this is worth £10. If you're new here, I like to work out exactly what products are worth. I don't always take the word for what they say it is. Do your own research. But this comes in like a kind of plastic bottle. Spray it onto clean dry face or directly onto a cotton pad. Gently sweep over face in circular motions. So I don't think you're necessarily supposed to use it over makeup, but I'm sure I'll survive. What does it tell me? Well, no, actually you could, because it says it refreshes skin depleted by stress, exercise and everyday life. It hydrates with 2 types of hyaluronic acid and squalane, while algae helps to balance and replenish, weightlessly revives morning, night and on the go. So you can spray it onto a clean dry face. Let's have a go. This doesn't have the best spritz on it. It was a bit of a kind of scattergun approach, if you know what I mean. It was like a little bit like instead of like a clean spray. So I feel like I've got droplets of water stuck on my face, which wasn't really what I was looking for. But there you go, the things you do for YouTube videos. So it says it's mineral rich, weightless. It probably would be if it hadn't hit me in splodges. It delivers a skin quenching hit of hydration. It does feel kind of cooling, and yes, it probably has hit me with a little bit of hydration. It's ideal for toning, setting, makeup and refreshing skin throughout the day. I still feel like I've got a big splodge there on me. I don't know if that refreshed my skin or not. It wasn't quite what I was prepared to feel. Moving it along, next we've got a product from Avène. And this one is the Hyaluron Active B3 Concentrated Plumping Serum, and it's described as a deluxe size. It is basically a sample, so it's 10ml, a full size would be 30ml for £40, making this price per ml worth $13.33. It says this serum contains 2 highly concentrated dermatological key ingredients. Niacinamide at 6%, which is also known as vitamin B3, and helps to improve the skin barrier function and evens tone. And it's got hyaluronic acid 1.5%, which is a combination of 2 pure hyaluronic acids of natural origin, moisturizes, smooths and plumps the skin. So 1.5% doesn't sound very high for hyaluronic acid, but I'm sure they know what they're doing. This is what it looks like. It's in a little glass bottle with a dropper, and this has got a kind of thicker than water texture to it, just well like any old hyaluronic acid serum I guess. It says it encourages a cushion-like skin finish with visible softness, suppleness and luminosity. I guess it all depends how your skin reacts to things like niacinamide. Mine loves it, but I know for some people it can be a little bit irritating, so go gently with it if you've not used a niacinamide before. But yeah, like I said, people seem to love this, so it sounds like it may be good. As I've said before, doesn't always mean it's going to work for you, but you never know. Next, from Sunday Riley, we've got the Autocorrect Brightening and Depuffing Eye Contour Cream. This is in a sample size. It's 10ml, I think. It says 10ml in the listing. It's not 10ml, it's 8ml. And you know, when I was doing my research, I was thinking, I don't think I've ever seen a 10ml size of this product. And obviously, I buy a lot of beauty, I unbox a lot of beauty, and I generally know the sizes that the samples are in. And I was like, that's a little bit weird. Anyway, a full size would be £60 for 15ml. So the 8ml size, which usually will appear in like sets and stuff, price per mil is worth £32. So it's still a decent amount of product. It's kind of just above half of a full size. This is a really nice eye cream. I've spoken about it before and I do really, really like it. It's got a kind of slight, somewhere between a white and beige tint to it. It is quite brightening under the skin and concealer sits perfectly on top of it. It does a perfect job of kind of preparing the under eyes, brightening them a little bit, but also giving them that kind of perfect foundation to put your concealer on. It says, want to wave goodbye to tired looking under eyes? This energising cream instantly lifts and depuffs the eye area, while the infusion of caffeine and Brazilian ginseng reduce the appearance of dark circles and fine lines. Next, from Laneige, we have got the Water Bank Blue Hyaluronic Cream Moisturiser in a 10ml or 0.33 fluid ounce size. This is another sample. I do really like this moisturiser though. It is actually very moisturising and does what it says on the tin. A hydrating hero, it harnesses the power of micro-sized blue hyaluronic acid and squalane to deliver deep and long-lasting moisture. A swipe of this good stuff also protects the skin barrier and reduces redness. Cue clearer complexion. So a full size would be 50ml for £33.50, making this worth £6.70 price per mil. So far, so good, in a way. I've just been thinking about like what's in here. I also think to myself, what would I put in a travel edit? Let me know what would be in your edit. You know, if you could pick any products off like any website, any brand, whatever, what would be your like ideal travel edit? Ideally stuff you've used and loved and think is perfect for your routine or what have you. I'd love to know. So this, so far, we have got the kind of cleanse, we've got the tone, we've got the moisturise, we've got the treat from the serum, we've got the eye cream. So we've kind of got faces sorted, apart from this next product, which is the Cooler Classic Face Sunscreen, and it's fragrance-free, high protection, SPF 50, which is really good. Again, a bit confused. They've got the listing slightly wrong for this one too. I had originally read that we were getting a 10ml size of this, but actually it's 25ml, so it's half of a full size. So that's really good. It says non-greasy, lightweight hydration. I love a good SPF. It's also got organic ingredients. Oh, 70% plus organic ingredients. So it says sun protection and moisturiser in one simple step. This SPF not only floods your skin with a buffet of nourishing nutrients, but offers broad spectrum defence from the sun's rays. So there you go. But I'm excited about this because a full size of this would be 50ml of product for £30, making this worth about £15 because it is half of a full size. So I look forward to putting this to the test, especially when the sun actually arrives in the UK. We're still waiting, aren't we? We're still waiting. Next, we have got a product that I think arrived in last year's edit as well and is a well-known, well-loved travel product. I can definitely recommend this one. It's a Sunday Fridays jet lag mask and it's a 28 gram travel size of the product. This is the perfect sort of overnight hydrating face mask moisturiser type thing. It is also brilliant on a plane. I like to, when I get on the plane, do a little quick cleanse, and it's one of the very few times I use a face wipe sometimes. And yeah, and then I put a big thick layer of this on and then tissue off the excess about 10 minutes later, leave it on for the flight, and then obviously anything excess needs to come off anyway, and then maybe put a bit of light makeup on it if I can be bothered before I get off the plane. But it really does help to hydrate the skin, particularly when it's suffering from travel in an aeroplane. And if you're not going in an aeroplane or you're not traveling anywhere, it is just a really good overnight mask. So it says, bursting with niacinamide, glycerin, hyaluronic acid and antioxidants, this best-selling cream is a nourishing nightly mask, daytime moisturiser and in-flight skin saver. The result is a complexion that looks renewed and radiant. Like I said, it's a travel size and it retails for £26. So this is a really nice one to find in here. Next, we have got some eye masks from Augustinus Bader. This is a really big package for one set of eye masks. I'm expecting good things from these. They retail for £18 for, like I said, one-time use eye masks. I love the fact that it says on the back, use 2 to 3 times a week. So that would be what? Between like £36 and 50 something pounds? That would be a lot of money to spend on weekly eye masks, like 2 to 3 times a week. Anyway, the eye patches with TFC8, these will just be a treat for me, I think. It says, powered by the brand's iconic TFC8 complex, these revitalising hydrogel eye patches hydrate, brighten and smooth while reducing the appearance of dark circles, puffiness, fine lines and wrinkles. And like I said, it is worth £18 and this is actually the size you buy them in. I do like to do eye masks on the plane and sheet masks. I basically could not care less what I look like on an aeroplane. So if you see me sat there with a face mask on, yeah, that's probably me. Staying on track with face masks. Next up from Decree, the SOS Revitalising Mask, full size, worth £20. It says, want to leave your skin feeling instantly calmed and nourished? This rose-infused treatment delivers hydrating actives to help protect the moisture barrier and boost radiance. So another good one for on a plane, if you are brave like me and are happy to do that. It's one of those, it's got like a covering either side of the mask, and then you just kind of put it on your face, leave it on for about 20 minutes and then pat in any excess. There is actually quite a lot of liquid in here as well, so there's a bit extra if you want to top it up or keep using it for a couple of days maybe. It's got 88% rose water for conditioning, it's got 5% glycerin humectant, 4% niacinamide, 0.1% trehalose, 0.01% silk amino acids, which is barrier support, panthenol and complex extracts, RM 1.1%. I hope someone out there knows what I'm talking about. Soothing and calming. And sodium hyaluronate and hyaluronic acid 0.02% for hydrating. So yes, it is very lovely. Then we have got the leave-in conditioner from Way. This has been one of my favourite leave-in conditioners for a very long time, although I think I prefer the Bumble and Bumble one now, but still. It's literally called Way leave-in conditioner, and this is a sample size, which is 25ml or 0.84 fluid ounce. Even in this size, it will probably last me a couple of months. It's a good size to travel though. So a full size is 140ml for £26, making this worth £4.64 price per ml. A hydrating leave-in conditioner, detangler and heat protectant in one bottle. This must-have mist is enriched with amino acids, vitamin E and strengthening proteins to leave your locks fly away free and smoother than ever. So we've got some hair care now as well. And then from Amica, we've got the Cure Intense Bond Repair Mask in a 30ml or 1 fluid ounce size. This is an intensive moisturiser for your hair or mask. So this is a 30ml size, price per ml £35 for 250ml, so it's worth £4.20. Obviously it's a sample. It says, discover an intense treatment infused with plant butters such as mango butter extracts, borage oil and shea butter that restores moisture and promotes healthy looking hair. If you're going on like a beach type trip, these are great. This particular product is really good for just kind of covering your hair in and like combing it through, leaving it on your hair all day. The heat and stuff I think helps. But yeah, all in all, a very good intense mask anyway, I've just thrown across the room, or like I said, really good for on the beach. The final product in this box is from Molton Brown and is very cute. It is the Coastal Cypress and Sea Fennel Bath and Shower Gel. This is probably my favourite scent because I love it. It's really nice and beachy. So for Molton Brown, it's a lovely scent. I have to be careful with it because it has got SLS in, so I tend to use it more as a hand wash, which I can tolerate. Lovely, fresh, kind of beachy sea scent. It smells really good. So it says, reminiscent of a refreshing sea breeze, this invigorating blend of Australian sea fennel, salted blue cypress and earthy cedar wood is sure to stir the senses wherever you go. And a full size would be 300ml for £25, making this sample worth £2.50. And don't forget, we've got the organiser bag as well. So that is the edit. Thank you so much for watching. All of the products will be linked in the description box along with some discount codes if you do want a little bit of a discount on your next beauty shop. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching the video. I would love it if you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. See you in the next one. Bye guys.